Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Got an old-fashioned unboxing video for you today and first impressions video of a really cool watch from Christopher Ward. I'm really excited about receiving this watch. I won't go into all the details of how this watch is here today. I'll save that for the full review, but I will say that my good friend Average Joe at Average Joe Watch Reviews got in contact with Christopher Ward and was talking with them and mentioned me as well, and then they reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to check out one of their watches, and that's how this watch is here today. I hope that you'll go check out Average Joe's channel if you haven't already, and give him a sub if you're not familiar with him. But let's get into the unboxing right now. This is the package that it came in from London, and let's just open it right up. This is going to be quite the experience. Christopher Ward's packaging, as I've seen on other videos, is just really high quality stuff, and this is all part of the experience. So I'm excited to do it on camera today for all of us to watch and do together. So there's an inner box in here, as you can see. We'll take this out, and you'll notice right away down in the bottom there's a COSC certification card. As far as I can tell, a lot of this looks like it's in French, but this particular watch that I've requested to look at is a COSC certified, or it has a COSC certified movement. So there's the information for that. That's always cool. So that's the first thing to pull out of the box here. It comes in this branded black sleeve, and you can push the box out here, or do it the other way maybe is better. Alright, there we go. There's the box. I'm going to move this one out of the way so we can try and get this in the full screen here. Very nice, has a leather type feel to this box, and the Christopher Ward logo and name are there embedded in the leather, and just really nice packaging. Some of you might be familiar with it. Really high quality stuff. I think this portion might be real wood, possibly some sort of bamboo or something like that, but you slide this portion over and you open the box in that way, just like so. And you're greeted with some materials here. There's a pull tab that you can lift up and see the watch underneath. We'll look at that in a second. This first piece of material here, I think, talks about a warranty or a guarantee here. You can pause the video if you'd like to read that, but it's nice. Some hand-written things here, Dear Mr. City, and then it's signed Mike. And just a hint, in case you don't know, City is not my real last name, but perhaps you might find out something about that here soon on the channel. We'll have to see. But there's a little guarantee card here. Very nice. I'm not going to take that off at this point. Then what do we have? We have some information about the watch. You can see it's the C65 Dartmouth Series 1. All the information here. There's a little shot of the watch on a strap, and everything you need to know and how to use your watch, and all the different features that it has are all listed here. So very nice. And there's something else here that has the pull tab on it. I think there's a microfiber cloth in here. And yep, there we go. Nice little branded cloth from Christopher Ward. But let's look at the watch. Let's pull the watch out and see what we have here. There it is. That's the Christopher Ward C65 Dartmouth is what they call it. A piece that I was very interested in when I was just perusing on their website, and there's just a lot I like about the looks. So let's take some of this plastic off, or all of it if we can, and start looking at this watch in more detail. Now, like I say all the time, this is not a full review. This is simply an unboxing and first impressions. I will go over some dimensions of the watch quickly in a little bit, perhaps do a lume shot, but if you want to learn more about the watch in detail, stay tuned for the full review in the future. So let's take some of this plastic off here. Some more underneath here. And it looks like there's some on the case back as well. That should be the last piece. So, first impressions. This is a stunning piece in my opinion. The first thing that I was struck with is the slimness of this case. Now, of course, there is a domed, boxed sapphire crystal there, but still, this watch seems super thin, and I love the case shape and case design. I love the lugs. Just a beautifully designed case in my opinion. That's one of the first things I'm struck with this piece, having it in person. Everything feels quality so far as I have it in my hands. Another thing that I'm struck with is this oversized crown, and something I didn't know, there's some blue coloring there, and I'm not sure, but that crown might be lumed. We're gonna have to check that out in a second, but it is a screw down crown, and let's just try it out. Unscrewing it. Alright, hack some movement there. This is a no date watch, so we just have the time. Crown feels great, screws in nicely. Oh man, really easy to purchase. I've never had a watch with an oversized crown, but I've always wanted one. I don't know why I'm drawn to them, and this shape is really appealing to me. I think they've done a good job on the crown. Beautiful blue dial, simple, but nicely applied indices, and looking good. I'm liking it. I like the color of blue on the dial and the bezel. The bezel is looking nice coin edge there. And let's try out the bezel now, see how the action is. Very nice. Very solid. Nice tactile feel to it for sure. Definitely sounds and feels quality, and everything seems to line up pretty good as far as I can tell, so that's a good sign. Man, a lot to look at and admire. I did forget a piece of plastic right here on the clasp. We'll take that off. Looks like a good bracelet as well. Nice polish, or not polish, but satin brushing there, and looks like a nice milled clasp. And there we go. Let's put that down properly. Signed there with their logo. And it looks like there's some sort of adjustment system here that I'm not too familiar with. All of you are probably yelling at me in the comments because you know how to use that, but I'm gonna have to figure that out. Looks like you push it and should be able to slide it. Something like that. I'm not quite sure. Again, this is oh, there we go. I'm pulling it out. It's already pulled out as far as it can go, so you can adjust that in there, push it in as you need to adjust it on the fly, and then pull it out. So that is a nice system. No micro adjust as you typically see, but they do have that neat system that probably has a name, but I'm just not sure what it is right now. Nice crown on the case back right there. Royal Navy, Christopher Ward, some other information. But my first impressions is I'm liking this watch. One of the reasons I was interested in this particular piece, I might have already mentioned it, is that it is a chronometer. So you get the high accuracy of the COSC certified movement. That gives it that chronometer designation. So that's something nice to have on a watch. Gives you a little more peace of mind knowing that it's a super accurate movement. Let me get some measurements real quick as we start closing down this video. Let's check the case diameter first. So it's looking about 42, but it seems like the bezel does protrude past the case a little bit. So let me see if I can actually just get the case itself underneath the bezel, see what that measurement is. So that's, let me see, can I get that? All right. So it's closer to 41 millimeter. Let's check the thickness there as well. Under 12 millimeters thick, not too bad. Let's check the lug to lug. Looks like the bracelet protrudes past the lug slightly, so let's get that distance first, because that would be really the true lug to lug distance. Looking about 50.5 or so. Let's just measure it at the lugs as well. Looking about 47 or so. And what is the lug width here? Let's try that. Looking at 22 lug width, and the bracelet tapers down to about 18 or so towards the clasp. Very, very nice. Let me give you a quick wrist shot and a lume shot. I'm wearing my Casio World Time today, so I'll take that off and put this on. I'm looking forward to wearing this watch for a few weeks that they're going to let me have it before I have to send it back. So there it is on my 6.5-inch wrist. Looks like it hugs pretty nicely. Look at how slim that is. I don't think you'd have any problems putting that under any cuff. Loving that domed box sapphire crystal. Gives a nice vintage look to it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Well, let's do a lume shot. I'm going to charge it up and we'll check the lume. Alright, there you go. Looking good. Charged it up for, I don't know, 45 seconds, a minute. And it's shining pretty good. I was wrong about the crown being lumed. As you can see, there's no lume on the side there. But it looks like a pretty good healthy application here on the hands and on the indices and on the triangle on the bezel as well. Well, there you have it, guys. That's my unboxing and first impressions of this watch. I have to say I'm pretty impressed. It's making me want to pick up one of these for myself, for my own collection. Perhaps I'll have to do that in the future. But guys, let me know any questions you have down in the comments below. I'll try and answer them again. Stay tuned for the full review where we'll go into more detail about this watch. But thanks again to Christopher Ward for loaning this in. I will have to send it back, but I'm looking forward to spending some time with this, getting it on the wrist, and really trying it out for real. So again, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time here on J City Reviews.